So INEOS Grenadier, or INEOS the company, have received an exemption for the Grenadier because it's deemed an off-road vehicle for the fitment of AEB, so autonomous emergency braking, which is the thing that will, like the system in your car that hits the brakes if it detects you're about to have a crash.
Yeah. Which every
car has.
I'm unaware of a car that doesn't. Even the Cruiser's got it.
So it's a standard feature now.
I don't know if it hits the brakes, but it lets you know.
No, it will hit the brakes.
It will hit me, even mine.
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
I didn't get to that stage, but it warned me.
Yeah. Well, apparently, so they applied for an exemption and, got it. So they don't have to have AEB in their cars. Apparently, it's not a very popular
It's pedestrians, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
What's
not just pedestrians.
Not just pedestrians, but I'm pretty sure that the 70 is just pedestrians.
Yeah, not sure about the 70. If the 70 could be just pedestrians, but for most of them, it's cars as well as pedestrians. But the interesting thing about it is
This is crazy.
According to data from ANCAP, which is the safety organisation that does all the testing and all that kind of stuff for car safety, vehicle safety, the technology has been shown to reduce police-reported collisions by 55%, rear-end crashes by 40%, and occupant injuries by 28%. So it's a system that works.
Yeah.
Is as annoying as it probably could be for people when they're driving, or if it senses something that's probably not going to be a crash and brakes for you.
I feel like this technology is in place because of the mobile phone. Because how many times? Yeah, how many times you're sitting at a set of lights, and then you end up getting the amber light because dickhead in front of you is on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then sometimes when you toot the horn, you can see like
you can almost play with people on their phone at the lights. Like, when they're head down and you're sitting next to them and you can see them and you're like, oh, I know they're on their phone, and you just edge forward a little bit and they start moving because they think the traffic's flowing again. Like, not good to do, but it's a good wake up call for the person that's doing that, because
very funny. Pay attention while you're in
hopefully
a
they don't hit the person in front of them. But I find that really interesting that INEOS went after that.
Yeah, that applied for the exemption.
They found it such a big deal that they wanted to remove that from the car. And were they having issues with it four-wheel driving out off-road? I
don't think there's been issues with it. Nah. They might have had off-road issues with it. It just might be one of those things.
Going off.
They do have it in all their other cars in the European market. So all the Grenadiers in the European market have got it. It's just the Australian market that they've decided not to put it in.
But they haven't had it in the previous version either. But there's also that's not the only thing though. So I think whoever's they're targeting the safety aspect of what they're getting an exemption for, which I guess it is. But I think they cherry picked that because there'll be other things that in that exemption as well. For example, there's don't quote me on this, but I feel like that with the dual cab at least, you can get an exemption on luxury tax. Because it's...
they do have the exemption on the luxury tax. Actually, because it's an off-road vehicle.
On both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the wagon as well.
Yeah. Neither Grenadiers have the luxury tax on them. And despite being expensive.
Yeah. And there's a couple other things as well. Yeah.
Anyway, I just found that bizarre that they, just in this day and age, that they would move away from it. I don't think it's going to stop anyone buying
they just haven't moved into it.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Well, it's just interesting because that's where everyone going, and safety is becoming the major. It's always been a major player, but the technology is so advanced now in the cars that.
Yeah.
Like that, I find that weird.
Yeah. I don't really like that feature in a Prado. Like when I'm reversing close to, I want to get right up to the bin, at my unit, and what I will do is still with a foot to go, because I like to get it right up. Yeah. Because it's really tight there. It just hits the brake.
Oh, right. So it does it to you then.
Yep.
Okay.
In reversing into, we had this holiday house down south. I was reversing into the garage, and I had to tell everyone, can you just go inside, because I can't reverse, because even a metre or 2 metres. Yeah. They're just standing in a doorway. They're not even in the garage.
Yeah, right.
And it picks up the shape of a person and just goes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, right.
And that would be reversing up to the trailer, the caravan I towed the other day.
Yeah.
That was fucking pain in the ass.
Is it doing it then?
Yeah, beep, 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 beep. It's beeping constantly as well. There's a way to turn it off. I was watching this guy on YouTube who's got a 300 to show how to turn it off. It doesn't work in a Prado.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. There's pros and cons for everything.
Oh, yeah, there's pros
the one
and
time it
cons.
saves you from hitting that person, that's when it's going to be worth it, I would have thought.
Oh, yeah.
But the INEOS
yeah,
won't
oh, yeah,
have that.
100%. But, yeah, it's... I don't think it's something that people should rely on.
Yes, no, definitely not.
We could all wrap ourselves up in cotton wool.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, yeah, it's...
Yeah, I know what you're saying.